Everybody, I mean,
Right.
artists were on that battle, but you were the winner. Tell us about how that experience was for you, first of all.
I feel like it was amazing. It was an amazing experience, actually. I kind of tapped in. I came into the room a little bit late, so I didn't hear every artist, but I heard quite a few of them. And I honestly I wasn't even going to enter the contest in the beginning. You know what I mean? I was just listening, and I kept hearing, a lot of the feedback that a lot of the judges were giving. So I really wanted to just tap in to see exactly. What they actually thought about my music. That was the
Right,
initial part of me even tapping in. Wasn't expecting to win or do anything along those lines.
right.
So it was a great experience. I mean, I thought the panel was great. Sir always does a great room. So I really was just tapping in to hear some of the talent that of course Clubhouse has a wealth of talent on there. So I just like to tap in and listen to a lot of the talent.
Right. Yeah, no, it was definitely a great room. And the climax part two, I'm a moderator in that room and they do some awesome things. They definitely awesome talent. Sir does a wonderful job hosting that room. And you know what it is? He's given a voice to so many artists that want to come on and really just have their voice heard. And they just have something to say. They have a really deep message, you know? So I love it. Well, we're definitely going to listen to that song in a little bit that you played in that room because we definitely want to hear exactly what it is, how you won that battle. But we want to take
Amazing.
a step back and learn about you and your journey as an artist. Tell us about your journey as an artist and how you sort of started.
Well, believe it or not, I've been actually around music for quite some time. My mom was a music major. My father was a gospel singer. But I'm actually kind of making my way back to music, man. I haven't really recorded anything or done anything. This is like the first song that I actually released in about 30 years, honestly. You know what I mean? As a solo act. So, so it's me really coming back to music. I enjoy it. I have a great love for music. I would do it, whether I was getting paid for it or not. So,
Right. And what? Tell me about like your music. What kind of messages does your music carry? Where'd you get your inspiration from?
I get my inspiration because I look at music. I'm kind of I would say like an 80s or 90s baby as far as music is concerned, or even a little bit further back than that. But I used to, I like old school R&B, honestly. Like I like it when, the men talked about, how they felt about women and, that the things that brought relationships together more so than tear them apart. And not to say anything about, the music that's going on now, but just the music from my era. I felt like that 80s and 90s R&B feel was a great feel. And I kind of want to have that kind of a nostalgia, but bring it on new school music.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm an 80s baby too. And the evolution to watch the evolution of music from what it was back then to now is definitely different. And how do you think that you can probably bridge that gap with like the old school generation to the new school?
I think it's like with anything. Like you gotta get, you gotta put a little sugar in the medicine. You know what I mean? You want to give them something that that people can correlate to at the same time, and give them bits and pieces of the thing. I think with the visuals and stuff that I want to come with, that'll speak more about the music as well. I think that'll be part of the thing that'll help transition to people understanding like where I'm coming from and exactly what the message is, with my music.
Right. And that's what it's all about is just staying true to your music and staying true to exactly what you do. So I love that. And I know your music really means a lot to you and it carries a deep message. And I think that was kind of the differentiating factor why you won that battle. Now, what did you think about the other artists that were in there? What did you think that separated the other artists?
I think honestly, I think there were some amazing artists in there. I mean, I think the judges were great, um, but I just felt like I don't know, like I can't really tell what separated it. I felt like now I do honestly think that the song the way the song was written and the music and everything that I chose for that song was really good, and I have been getting a lot of great feedback on the music, but. I'm not really sure what made me stand out so much above anyone else because I think there's some really talented artists that were in there, especially the gentleman that came on like almost close to the end that was kind of challenging everybody. He was pretty good as well. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but
Right.
his energy was really good.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. So you as an artist, what do you think your brand sort of represents? What are some of the core values of your brand that really stands out for you?
Uh, I think my core values is I really just I love music. You know what I mean? Although I'm a singer, I'm more invested in the music because like music is really a feel for me. Like it has to be something that I can feel, and in order for me to do what it is that I do with the music when it comes to writing or anything along those lines, I kind of sit with music for a while before I actually even before I begin writing to it at all because I listen to every aspect of it. Like it's all the way down from how the snare hits, how the bass guitar is played, you know, whether there's an electric guitar. Like I get really into the instrumentation of the music. So, you know, I have a gospel background, so I really have to feel the music in order for me to do what I do.
Right. So what's kind of like your process when you sit down to write? Like how do you sort of get into that mode of writing your music?
It really depends. Like a lot of times I sit by myself and I kind of work out cadences of how I like to, how figure that, you know, the cadence will fit for the track. I don't necessarily write every song. I actually got a person that I write with as well. We kind of co-write a lot of records. So and he actually, although I'm in Arizona, he's in Atlanta. And shout out to Go To Rights if he's even listening right now, which he may be somewhere in the message right now if he's not in the studio session. But I mean, we kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Like I literally will sit in the studio or record cadences or record a verse, and I'll send it to him. If he hears anything, he'll send it back to me, and we'll just keep working like that. And if once we get to where we want to go, I usually fly down to Atlanta and we record there in the studio with each other and make it happen.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta keep grinding. That's how you make it happen.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
What are some collaborations you got coming up?
I haven't really done a lot of collaborations right now. Like I've really been focused on just, you know, the music that resonates with me right now. I have some ideas of some people that I would like to work with, and they some of them are here locally. Which there's a wealth of talent here in Phoenix, Arizona, man. Like I know it's a lot of untapped talent, and I'm hoping that, you know, some of the things that I can do to help bridge the gap with some of the talent that hasn't been found out here because it's a wealth of talent. But I haven't really focused on really many any collaborations right now. I do have a couple of people that I am going to be collabing with that I've actually met on Clubhouse. Radio Naheem is one guy. He's a rapper. And there's another gentleman by the name of Phil Blunt. That's really nice. Like I really want to work with those two. We've been talking about it on the back channels a little bit about some things that we're going to put together.
Nice, nice. And speaking of Clubhouse, that's where you won the battle. What do you think about how it's working for you with the networking and meeting people? Do you think it's a good avenue for you, a good platform?
Man, I tell artists, any artist that I run into, that Clubhouse is a great place, especially for people that may not have the option of being able to travel and move around to meet people in different areas. I've met a wealth of DJs on there that have really helped me out and really guided me in different situations and certain aspects of my music. They've actually been playing my music in their areas as well, which has allowed me, you know, to kind of blossom that I never thought that I would blossom based on, you know, me not being able to travel to those areas right away. So I
Right.
tell artists that it's a wealth of knowledge because of course all of us artists can be a bit sensitive about our music, and a lot of times that we play our music for our friends and family, and everybody's going to tell us, you know, how good the music is and how great it is because they're our friends and our family and they want to see us do well. But I think Clubhouse is a great way for you to get your music heard, you know, prior to investing a ton of money into it, when you can start getting, you know, public feedback from people that don't know you and they're going to give you their honest opinion about your songs.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I love about Isaac's room and the climax because everybody's so transparent and they keep it real. They just keep it 100 with you, right? They tell you whether, if maybe you need to work on the vocals, you need to work on the rhythm, whatever.
Right.
I might have left the room that day at the end, but did you get any feedback that was helpful for you for your music?
I mean, I got pretty good feedback. I mean, you know, so far, like I haven't really had any really negative feedback, but to be honest with you, I really don't focus on it. Like I listen to, you know, it has to be someone in my aspect, it has to be someone that I really look up to or, you know, think is a great artist as well that I
Right.
take constructive criticism for. But I also understand that, you know, music is subjective. So, You know what I mean? We live in a world with 7 billion people, and everybody's not going to like everything that you do. You know what I mean?
Good point.
So, you know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I really pride myself on. And like, I personally would not share it with the world if it's something that I really don't feel comfortable with. So, you know, at the point of me sharing the music, of course, I really love the fact that people like what I do.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like I'm doing the music that God has blessed me to do. And once I feel comfortable with it and I share it with the world, there's nothing else that I can do at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if,
It's your
if
creative.
everybody doesn't like it, I understand. I don't get upset. I don't take it personally because, again, like there's 7 billion people in the world, and I only need a very small fraction of those people to really like what I do for it to become a career for me.
Right. And you know, the creative expression of art, that's how it is. I mean, some people are gonna like it, some people are not. And like you said, it's subjective. And I love that you keep an open mind towards that and you sort of understand that you know how that works. So that's a good thing. That's probably why you're so successful.
Thank you so much, man. Again, it's just a kindred love that I have for the actual music. You know what I mean? Although I'm a singer, I feel like I'm really just an executive producer at heart because I just kind of understand and see a vision for, the
Right.
music that I'm doing.
No, absolutely. So if we were to turn on your phone or your playlist, who's on your playlist right now? What you got on your playlist right now?
Ooh, I'm an old school guy, honestly. You know what I mean? Like I still listen to. I mean, I listen to a lot of new artists too. Like Lucky Day is somebody that I really enjoy. Um, Man, but I can't really say that I really listen to a lot of people and a lot of things on the radio. To be honest with you, like I'm really so locked in. Like I really like the way that I actually my process of going through music is like I really sit with music for a long time. So like I constantly listen to instrumentals all day, like different things that I'm looking to work on to just see, how I would attack it. But outside of that, man, I'm kind of an old school R&B guy. I am a hip hop guy though. Jay-Z's one of my favorites, so I always listen to Jay.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But I'm really kind of an old school guy. Jodeci,
Oh, I love
you know what I
nice.
mean? A high five, you know what I mean? I still listen to Boys to Men from time to time. You know what I mean? So my palette is pretty diverse, honestly.
Nice. No, that's pretty cool. All right, so this next question is gonna make or break our relationship right now.
Okay, talk to me. Talk to
Biggie,
me.
Biggie or Tupac?
Ooh, man, Biggie or Tupac. See, you know what I mean? If I was on Drink Champs right now, I would drink because I have a love for both of them, but um, like Biggie, I thought Biggie was something special to me, man. I think he was something special. You
All
know what I
right,
mean?
cool.
Tupac to me was when I said amazing talent, like I mean to see the what he put together in the 6 years that we knew of him in the business, you know what I mean, was amazing. And then to see Biggie as well, be as great as he was, you know what I mean. Like I mean, it's hard to really choose between those two.
All right, I'll let that one pass.
Okay. Oh, you're a major Tupac fan, I could tell.
No, I'm a major Biggie fan actually.
Oh, okay, okay,
Biggie,
okay.
I'm a major Biggie fan, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna let that
but hey, big was something special, man. And believe it or not, what's weird is I had a chance to meet Puff right before he started doing Bad Boy. I was in a group a long time ago, like way back then, and when he was still at Uptown MCA. And we actually had a meeting with him and Andre Harrell, and I got an opportunity to hear Mary J. Blige's album before it
one. Oh
actually came
wow,
out.
that's dope.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it's safe to say I've been around music for quite some time.
I see that. I see that definitely. So, who are some of your favorite artists today that you're tapping in with?
Like I said, Lucky Day, like from an R&B perspective, is great. I mean, I am a fan of Chris Brown. Um, I mean, I love a lot of rap music too, as well. Even though I'm a heavy on the R&B, like I really
Right.
love rap music. Like I said, Jay, I'm a fan of Jay. I'm an Outkast fan till I die, being from
Outkast,
Atlanta. You know
yeah,
what I
I love
mean?
Outkast.
Like Ti. like a lot of Atlanta groups. The Young Bloods are very good friends of mine out of Atlanta. So I, I mean Drake, of course. Like who doesn't like Drake? I think he's a great artist as well. But I mean, like I said, I kind of go from. It just depends. Like I really have a
Got
wealth of
a diverse portfolio, which is good. You keep it diverse. I like that about you. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. My favorite artist of all time, I would say, would be Stevie Wonder, though.
Ah,
Definitely my favorite.
nice. See, now you're getting deep.
Mhm.
Nice. So what do you have coming up? What can we look out for? What kind of project you got coming up? Dropping anything?
Yeah, I actually have another single I'm going to be dropping here in June called Tens, and I'm also getting ready to work on the video for Questions as well. So those are the two things that I got coming up right now. I actually also have a couple of shows that I'm going to be doing. I will be doing a show in Charlotte, North Carolina on May the 18th. I'll also be doing a show in Atlanta on May the 19th. So I'll be doing two shows back to back, one in Charlotte, one in Atlanta. Those are the two things that I have coming
Okay.
up right now.
Are you coming to New York anytime soon?
I haven't planned on it, but I mean, I got a couple of friends up there. I want to kind of move around in New York. You know what I mean? To
Well,
on the music
um,
scene. So I definitely need to get there.
we are definitely planning an event in August. So if you can tap in, we'd love to have you.
Oh yeah, well talk to me. Yeah, hit me on the back channel. Let me know anything about it because
Yeah.
like my biggest thing is, I want to get in front of as many new fans as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, I know that the internet has dominated what's going on in music, but to me, there's still nothing like, being face to face with a real fan. Like, I feel like I'm an everyday guy, so I want to be that guy that just hang out with the fans. You know what I mean? Take selfies with them, do the whole nine. You know what I mean? So,
Well, that's
I,
a good. I mean, being that we were in the pandemic for so long, how did you think that sort of affected your work in the industry? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, I think it was a good time to reflect, and honestly, like it gave me a chance to really buckle down, do some new music. You know what I mean? Work with different producers, and do things along those lines. And that was one of the things that really got me started on this path right now. Like I said, and during that time, during the pandemic, I actually met the person that I write with now, and it gave us a time to really bond and have a kindred friendship. And now it's almost like our connection together and the way we think and how we process music together is a great chemistry. So, that time during the pandemic gave us a real time to be able to work on the chemistry that we worked on now.
Oh, nice. Nice. No, that's dope, and that's how it goes. When you find that chemistry and that energy from that person, that definitely adds to the vibe. It can really give you that good energy all around. So I love that. 100.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Simply Real podcast, we're going to be planning a really dope event in New York. Hope you can tap in and join us for that event. We would love to have you.
Yeah, tap in. Let me know. Let me know if I mean, if my schedule is clear. Like, I would love to come. I would love to come out there and be in New York and perform and be in front of some new fans. So definitely let me know.
100. Well, definitely, definitely. So before we let you go, we got to hear that song that won that battle. Let's hear it. You got to cue it up.
Okay. I don't have it queued up. I thought that you may have it, but if you give me 1 second, I could get it queued up for us. Can you do that for me?
No problem.
Okay, no problem. Give me 1 second. I'm moving around through the house right now.
Okay. So we're
Get a
talking.
little dark on us here real quick.
He was the winner of the epic battle on Clubhouse with the climax with Sir Isaac Sinclair. This was a battle that they did on Clubhouse through the climax. And out of so many artists, Katie won the battle. He got all fives. I want to say, right? You high rank.
I got mostly fives. I got a couple of that weren't fives, but I think they were fours, but they were okay.
Hey, it's still Whatty the battle, right?
Yes, we did. We won the battle. We pulled it out, and that was a good thing. That was the main thing that we did. Give me 1 second here, and I'm gonna pull this up,
No.
and, and you can tell me whether.
Everybody's got to hear this phenomenal song of how he won this battle. And like I said, there were a lot of people at this battle, all different genres of music, all diverse people. And this is the one that caught everyone's attention. So we definitely wanted to highlight him here on the Simply Real podcast because that's what we do. We're all about motivation and empowerment here at the Simply Real podcast.
Okay, here we go. I got it queued up for me. Let me know if the volume is okay for you. leave you if they pay me. And I can always love you cause you take me. All as I am. Happy we made it more than friends. So if you wanna win, don't you ever pretend. Tell me over again all your questions. Answer all your questions. For you, I give you my blessings. Not much more to say. Questions. Answer all your questions. For you, I give you my blessings. Nothing more to say. You're the only one I'm here to make you love to. I trust you. Time to be cool. Trying to be that guy. You just give me the time I love to. Trust you. Time to be cool. If you just give me the time, I'm trying to be that guy. Love you like you're supposed to be. Don't let nobody close to me. Do you know you're my enemy? And every chance I get, girl, I'm taking you out. And when we get the chance, girl, we going down south. We can always talk about the questions. That's the only questions. You don't give you my blessing. Not much more to say. I say this anyway. Give me all of your questions. Questions. You don't give my blessing. Nothing more to say. You're the only one that made me love you. Trust you, time to be cool. I'm trying to be that guy. You just give me the time I love to. Trust you, time to be cool. If you just give me the time, I'm trying to be that guy. I'm lonely, lonely. And if I ever slack, then it's on me. I want you to be my lover and homie. Won't never let another homie. I won't leave you lonely. Yeah. If I slack, then it's on me. Want you to be my lover and homie. Won't let another homie. Yeah. You're the only one I'm here to make. Trust you. Time to be cool. Trying to be that guy. You just give me a time. Yes. Trust you. Time to be cool. If you just give me the time, I'm trying to be that guy.
Oh, y'all, that battle on the Climax Part 2 on Clubhouse. You heard it here first on the Simply Real podcast. Katie, that song is just truly amazing. Oh my God, it like touches my soul. It gives me like goosebumps, everything. Tell us about how you got the inspiration to write that song.
Man, like me and my guy got like when I heard the beat to it, I just knew that it was gonna be something special. You know what I mean? And like we sat down and like I just started writing a little bit, and my guy, like I told him, like I gave him an idea of what I was thinking about when it came to this song. And man, when I tell you, like he put the finishing touches on it and made it what it was by basically vocal producing it and everything. Man, it was amazing. Like, and the minute I heard it, that I knew that it was gonna be something special. And
Definitely.
literally, this was the first song that I came back to after not recording for for quite some time.
Oh, really?
The very first song that we pulled out of the shoot, and that was like, man, like I just knew from that point we were gonna go on an amazing run, and we've been like I have so much other music that we're working on right now that's so amazing that we're getting prepared for right now. I think the next single is going to be just as good. And honestly, this song was really good. But the next single that we're dropping right now is probably my favorite song that we've done. I feel like it's going to be one of those that's a sleeper. It'll catch people, maybe not right away, but as they listen to it, they're going to fall in love with it.
Oh, most definitely. Well, you came back real hard after that. I gotta tell you, that was definitely a dope song, and I can tell why you won. It's so unique. It's so smooth. It just touches your bare soul. It really does. So, I'm a big fan.
Thank you so much, man. And that's what we're doing. Like I feel like we're we're kind of creating our own genre right now. You know, most R&B they call it rhythm and blues, but I feel like we're starting our own genre called rhythm and grooves because a lot of the music that I choose are bass line and bass guitar driven. So it's really kind of a groove. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's kind of like the little area that I like to stay in. So
No, definitely. Well, we appreciate you and congratulations again on your epic win. And we look forward to so many more wins from you and so much more coming up. Tell everybody tuning in because this is definitely going to be recorded on the Simply Real podcast. Where can
okay.
we tap in with you? What can we look forward to? Give us the whole works.
Okay, dropping in June will be my next single, Questions. You can find me everywhere on all social media platforms at underscore you know KD, and that's underscore YOUKNOWKD. Feel free to tap in with me, man. I normally try to post something that's going to be motivational if it's not music. So, you know what I mean? I'm very much about uplifting and watching people win because I feel like what I'm doing right now is a feel good story for coming back to music. And one of the biggest things is that I had a hard time looking my children in the face and telling them to chase their dreams when I felt like I gave up on mine. So you know what I mean. I feel like if you put in the work ethic and you really chase what it is you're going after, you can really get there. So that's one of the reasons why I try to uplift people a lot.
I love that. And that's why you align so perfectly with the Simply Real podcast because that is exactly our goal is to uplift and empower. And yeah, chase after your dreams. So I love that. Love, love, love that. Any last
Amazing.
words, any advice for any upcoming artists?
Any of the advice that I have for upcoming artists is just keep going. Don't worry about anything that anyone else says. If your heart is truly in it, just keep going. You know what I mean? I tell people this all the time. Once you figure out what your purpose is and you find your destination, whether you walk, crawl, take a bus, take a train, as long as you move in that direction every day, you'll eventually end up getting there. So just don't stop. Just keep going. Chase your passion. Chase your dream. Set a plan for yourself and move in that direction, and you'll get there.
Good advice. Thank you, everyone. You're tapping in with Katie, the Simply Real podcast. Go check it out. Be sure to subscribe to the Simply Real podcast. Definitely check out what he's got going on. Get that single because dope, and that is how he won this battle. Thank you for joining us here on the Simply Real podcast, Katie. We truly appreciate you. We look forward to so much more dope stuff coming out of you.
All right. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, 100%. Well, see you back here soon again, I'm sure.
Okay. Yes, good. When I bring the new single, I'll come back and holler at y'all.
Definitely. See you later. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.